surprised? No, not at all.
I'm not, no. If I must. If you want to.
You're sitting in the park, I should probably start mentioning that place.
Were you there this morning, sitting behind me? I didn't. I'm not much to turn around and gawk, so but I didn't see anything else.
No, I was looking around for you, but I didn't see you until you were walking out. So.
I got there about 10 after, I think, pretty
Must
early.
have got there just right after
There
this.
wasn't any new CIPs at our place there, that was commission meeting, so.
We're hoping, we're going, but we're hoping it's gonna work.
Hi, Daryl.
Good.
How are you?
Good. Hope you're working here. Oh, Tom.
Mr. Wardlow, how are you? Double check my spelling if you're behind me.
No, I just have to go to asthma as everyone knows. We won't go ahead and do this, he's going to. So, but other than it just, you know, just in case, you know, I like to breathe.
Yeah. Think we will do.
Well, I think it was 5 years ago.
Right, right. Yeah, I'll just, it's not the 3 years I spent in, polluted Naples, Italy, that.
It's the asbestos gear you had to wear in the military. Probably not it.
Not it at all, no. Or the, you know, the firefighting we did in boot camp with subpart.
Yeah.
It's the-
CS gas chamber, that all seems,
Yeah.
all seems unrelated.
Yeah. Enough to link it, really.
That's why I have it up, you know, here now.
Maybe. All right. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Jesse. Andrea Brugman.
Here.
Samuel Sims.
Here.
Lisa Schmidt.
Here.
Tierney Peterson.
Here.
Kimberly Bishop.
Calls to order at 7:01. The city of Grant abides by the Nebraska Open Meeting Act in conducting business. A copy of this is on the south wall as required by the Nebraska state law. We reserve the right to enter into closed session at any time during the meeting in accordance with the Nebraska Open Meeting Act, even though it may not be indicated on the agenda. It is our intention to take up matters on the agenda in the order they're presented, however, we reserve the right to take them up in a different order. Anyone wishing to speak during public comment may be limited to 3 minutes per person, with a limit of 2 individuals speaking per topic position. Please come to the podium, clearly state your name and address for the record. This meeting is being recorded. Did everyone have a chance to review the agenda?
I'll move to accept the agenda for March 24th, 2026.
Second.
Tierney moves, Sam seconds, that we accept the March 24th, 2026 agenda. Any discussion? Andrea, how do you vote? Yes. Tierney?
Yes.
Kimberly?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Motion carried. Review and action on prior meeting minutes, March 10th.
I move to accept the March 10th minutes and waive the reading.
Second?
Andrea moved, Kimberly second, that we accept the March 10th, 2026 meeting minutes and waive the reading. Any discussion? Tierney?
Abstain.
Kimberly?
Abstain.
Sam?
Yes.
Andrea?
Yes.
I vote yes as well, motion carried. Communications, please.
Library board will meet, library board will have their next meeting before ours on the 8th at 5:15. Council and cemetery will be on the 14th with cemetery at 5:15 and then council at 7.
Very good. Standing committee reports. Kimberly?
None from me?
Andrea?
None.
Tierney?
None.
Sam?
No.
All right, thank you very much. Financials, Jesse?
I think they were not anything that really stood out this time. If you guys had any questions, I can answer them.
I did not. All right, please note we accept them as presented. Any public comments this evening? There being none, we'll go to there's no unfinished business, so we go to new business. Action and discussion on the bid for the City of Grant Armor Coat improvements. All right, kind sir, you're up.
Thank you. We had, the armor coat and crack sealing and patching bids today, and low bidders for armor coat was B&H Paving of the 3. I think you have a copy of the bid letting there in front of you. So we had Shellco, Stay-Built, and B&H. B&H was low, $84,375. Then it was Stay-Built, and it was they were at $88,650, and Shellco was $98,550. Sheldon is just getting his feet wet in armor coat, and didn't really want to do the job because he wanted to test his equipment that he just bought and some of that stuff, so I wouldn't take too much of that one. So anyway, I'd recommend low bidder for armor coat to B&H, another firm that did it last year.
Okay.
The other bid was for crack sealing and patching, and the only bidder was Shellco, and they bid a $59,850, $27,000 for crack sealing and $32,850 for hot mix patching. So I would have no problem with awarding to them pending their financial. Okay, so I don't know if there's any questions.
Is there any new technology besides armor coating that works?
Well, we tried one year to bid, I think it was Onyx is what side, and the company that was pushing it real hard didn't bid. So we did try something different, and, there are other things you can try, like microsurfacing. There's other types of, sealant you can apply to the surface. The city of North Platte has tried several of those, and they haven't felt like anything has really jumped out at them. I know Lincoln County likes the annex process, but they like bigger projects. I think, I remember Lincoln County's doing like, 7 miles, I think of that, and that's a lot more material. Ours is a lot of stop and go, different places, and so they don't like to come into smaller communities and
Right.
with all the turning and stuff and stopping, so.
So at
But
this,
we have tried.
right, but at this time, not really none available to
I don't
us.
have anything to suggest.
Okay.
Honestly, so.
Thought I'd ask.
Oh, it's good question, yeah, it's a good question. It's always worth keeping your eyes open. If you hear something, we're sure open here, you know about it, so. Always open for something that is different or new or less expensive, but still is just as effective.
Right. Or it'll last longer and,
Was Shelco the one that did the crack sealing last year? I can't recall.
I don't know,
Yes.
did you, yeah, I guess
Yeah,
they must
okay.
have, I don't remember, but.
It was a really good combination, I felt like last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did, and they did some patching too last year.
Okay.
yeah, I felt overall last year was one of the better years.
Yeah, in a while. I
Yeah.
felt like, yeah, and it seems to have held really well for what they did.
I agree.
So I recommend award to B&H paving for the armor coat and to Shelco for the, crack sealing and patching.
Okay, so we would need 2 motions.
Is that all in the budget?
Yes.
Good question.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah, we had, cause we did 65 for crack sealing and patching, so we
Yeah.
have enough to, so we're still below.
That way we can get
Get
some cold patch too if we need it, so.
Okay, good.
And then, yeah, we had 95 for the paving.
And, that includes the engineering costs, so that'll cover everything on that part.
Okay, good.
I'll go ahead and make a motion to award the bid for armor coating to B&H Paving Inc. for the amount, include the amount? Yes, $84,375.
Second.
Kimberly moves, Sam seconds that we accept the bid for armor coating from B&H Paving Inc. for $84,375. Any discussion? Sam, how do you vote?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Kimberly?
Yes.
Andrew?
Yes.
Motion carried. Very good.
I will also go ahead and make a motion to award the bid for crack sealing and patching to Shelco in the amount of $59,850.
Second. Kimberly moved, Terry seconds that we accept the bid for crack sealing and patching to Shelco, in amount of $59,850. Any discussion? Kimberly, how do you vote?
Yes, sorry.
Right, we need to
Yes.
well. Andrea?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Motion carried. Alright, thank you for that. Now we'll move on to the bid for the parking lot improvement.
Again, on this one, we just had the one bidder, Shelco. The reason for that is it was a mixture of asphalt and concrete, and most companies don't mix the two. They either do asphalt or they do concrete. I did send bids to Warner, Lawson, Western, they're all doing north of us here, and none of them responded. So I did try to solicit some, I called them and talked to them, and it's just too small a project for them, so.
Right.
But I felt like Shelco gave us a pretty good price, so his base price, we're doing the parking lot is $49,210. And if it's determined to do the sidewalk on the south side of the senior center, it's an additional $6,110.
Okay.
So, I don't know, maybe Jesse or Derek.
Yeah, so on the sidewalk, I'm working with Trish at the senior center, cause the sidewalk is actually on their property. We're going to fill out the community foundation, the Perkins County Community Foundation, and apply with them and see if they will that sidewalk or give some money towards it. And we did kind of talk with Sheldon, this is some, obviously we can work with him on, so, and their meeting is April 6th, so we'll have everything turned into them this week, that way we can be on their agenda for their meeting at the 6th.
So would you need two different motions, one for the first part of the project and then the alternate, separately?
If we can get funding,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
There's some donation money out there, isn't there?
Well, the donation money is going into the parking lot
Okay.
itself.
Okay.
With the donation and what we had set aside, if we did not have anything from the community foundation, do we have enough set aside to cover the total with the sidewalk?
We would just not be able to do maybe some other project that we were gonna try to get completed this year, but, I mean, this is our main project that we were planning to do.
Well, because if we don't do the sidewalk now and we have to do it later, wouldn't it cause problems with the parking lot,
Potentially
tear it
damage to the
up?
parking lot.
Yeah.
And as I recall, we didn't do it last year because we wanted to let the ground settle for a little while.
Yeah,
before
that's
we
correct,
did-
yeah.
before we did it,
Right.
so.
Otherwise you have a cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and wasn't there quite a, I don't know what you wanna call it, an area that was,
There was in
Empty
the center
account.
kind of that seemed to wanna keep settling, but I think
Yeah.
the guys got it stabilized, so.
Okay.
We included some money in here for soft spots,
okay,
crush concrete, so if we run into something, we can deal with it without having to add to the contract. So,
okay.
All right, I'll make a motion to award the bid to Shelco Construction, for the parking lot improvements on the amount of, for contract one, for $49,210.
Second. Sam moved, Andrea second, that we accept, Shellco's bid for the parking lot improvement, project part one, for $49,210. Any more discussion? Tierney, how do you vote? Yes. Sam?
Yes.
Andrea?
Yes.
Kimberly? Yes. Motion carried.
And you could technically table the other part until the next meeting would be another option, or depending upon funding.
So the motion, we know we wanna do the project together, the motion could be up to the amount needed, I guess.
The 6,110, yeah.
So then six.
Yeah.
110, okay.
I would make a motion to just say pending funding.
Pending
for
money,
the
yeah.
second As development, that makes it cleaner and then keeps you out of trouble.
No, so, we like to stay out of trouble.
Me too. I don't do very well.
So I'll make a motion, to approve the additive alternate of $6,110 pending funding.
Second. Sam moved, Tierney second, that we, accept the additive alternate pending funding up to $6,110. Any discussion? Sam, how do you vote?
Yes.
Andrea?
Yes.
Kimberly?
Yes.
Tierney?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you for your hard work, Tom, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's exciting.
That'll be so fun to get that done.
Yeah.
That's what I say to them.
I know.
For a parking lot.
Yeah, for a parking lot. Who knew a parking lot would be exciting?
Listen, never did put it on my Christmas list as a kid, but.
Well, that was fun. All right, moving on to less exciting items, but just as important. Action and discussion on resolution 26-0301. And, this is project number 3-31-0035-016. 017 7/20/26. And we need, to authorize the city superintendent to sign FAA forms.
And we also will want you to make in the motion with resolution to allow this council president to sign,
Oh, and council president, okay.
that and the agency agreement.
Mhm.
And then, if we can have, authorize Derek then to sign the rest. And this is just our continuation of our project, they're requiring us basically to do it every year, so.
This came from Tiffany with the Division of Aeronautics, and then I gotta send everything back to her, and she will send it to the FAA.
And nothing has changed with the agreement from
No.
the previous? Okay.
And we did, bids are going out, or the request for bid has went out for the airport project. It'll be in the paper the next 3 weeks, and then our bid opening will be April 22nd.
Okay, this just approves the agreement. Virginia DOT, Division of Aeronautics, City, okay. I will make a motion to approve resolution 260301. And authorize the mayor and city superintendent to sign the FAA forms.
It would be
Council president.
Sorry,
Council President and Jesse for the,
Council.
resolution.
Okay,
Council President to sign the resolution and the agency agreement, and then just me to sign the FAA forms.
so complicated. Resolution and agreement, you for the FAA forms.
Right.
Okay.
Alright, Kimberly,
I
moved.
will revise my do I need to revise my motion? Motion to accept resolution 260301, authorizing the council president to sign the resolution and the agreement, and the city superintendent to sign the FAA forms.
Kimberly moved, Tierney seconds that we accept resolution 260301, authorizing the council president to sign the resolution and agreement, and the city superintendent to sign the FAA forms. Any discussion?
I asked Derek to send this to our fixed base operator at the airport just to look through it. He thanked me for the email, thanked for the email, and didn't receive any feedback from him, so.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
so,
good idea,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, very good. Alright, any other discussion? Kimberly, Heather?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Andrew? Yes. Motion carried. Thank you, guys, it's exciting to do projects like that. And this will move that forward. Alright, did everyone have a chance to review bills and claims?
Yes. I'll move to accept action on bills and claims in the amount of $45,765.68.
Second?
Attorney moves, Sam seconds, that we accept bills and claims in the amount of $48,765.68. Any discussion? Tierney, how do you vote?
Yes.
Andrew?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Kimberly?
Yes.
Motion carried. We are adjourned at 7:20. Thank you, everyone.
She's got her Julie out of the house, huh?
Yeah, we are, she's ready to go.
Where's she gonna go to college?
45,
Wayne State,
65, 68.
yeah, she got
That's on the
accepted,
west.
she got accepted to Wayne State, she's gonna do, radiology.
That's where my
All the bills that we.
Kathy's grandmother and her uncle.
From Wayne?
No.